SMA. But say UPF na wadwin awo wachi because of ebia the ebesi na wonim for security reason ebasa na wontimi nya hotoso enye nioma bia sesewe. Now for some times now, of course, the police will give you statistics as to the criminal activities are akoso. And based on that, I read reports more compared last year to this year, and because of that, they don't think say there's insecurity or mining because or compare last year the same period to this year period now, this year a year less. But some of us know hunisa. Sometimes no, what say we use statistics per se a do baby na emwa in the sense people look up to the police. If a police officer or escorted bullion van can be shot and killed, then who ordinary citizen, what becomes of you? So it's not about the number of people who have been killed or who have been targeted, but the kind of people are attacked no echo almost. If police are being attacked, how can civilians say or you're secured? Until we can all the statistics say last year a lot of people were attacked or were killed, and this year no few people have been attacked or killed. Into there's no insecurity. So for me, I think say and you're right say you better conclude this because of the statistics. There's insecurity. There is insecurity actually, and I think say the earlier the security agencies accept said there's insecurity. Now our mobile city app are putting measures in place to curb neomana air cost, the better for all of us. Because at every point in time, criminals are always looking for ways on me outweighted security agencies. No? And this is to me, so there's no insecurity. It means I want someone. So they will, before when they are back, then you only be doing reaction. Then you react. Something happen again, now or react to nobody will have any confidence in your security system. Now coming to the happen a dry say for instance, according to sources, this guy have been threatened before and a report issued to the police and nothing much was done about it. And from other sources, other people even reported him to the police. Our police issue warning letter said those Facebook posts are all in your man against the law. So if the security agencies have taken a step to say the threats are about no, we feel say we have to take it serious, and they have acted upon it and KBA a better situation. No? And nonti NMI youth of the area no after barrier no or more spontaneously. That's what I heard. It wasn't a planned protest. But I'm fear say yeah ho no and I'm decided say no. They wouldn't understand why this guy would just been killed just like that. Or more a protest. Na or mining na the air cost. Now in process of the protest no, the police came in. And the way I'm handle the situation, to be honest, I mean share all the videos I would say about there. But the video I saw, I was very disappointed in the way I'm handle the situation. In the first place, if we say soldier for no mobile I didn't think say it warranted the military to come there at that point in time. When I saw the military and the police cars arriving, I even saw some people running away when they saw the soldiers. I don't know of other videos, but they were I saw people running away, and I saw the military shooting into the air. All of a sudden, they were aiming people, and I was like, how can a military man kneel down and aim the gun at a human being? You can't do that in any civilized society. You can't do that. So, called the specific crowd. You have the water cannon, you have the pepper spray, you have all other things, It is a warning shot crown over to us, so be it. But to aim the gun, shoot into the people, to the extent that we nail it down to have a proper target. I mean, you can do that.
No, but to be fair to committee in Benejuma, so maybe they will give us the fine details. But a fair say based on ABA 1 or 2 videos, I no ABA encha for nina no entro. Is it fair to conclude say ABA? For instance, Nipana no one nearly down, na o no cry to a ball. Nipana or we answer whatever. Is it any premature say you be definitive conclusive statement when it be a full fact no embeto yenim for us to look at it?
I don't think so premature. What is the aim? What was the objective of the military man or nearly done or targeting? Was he aiming at animal or human being? And he shot, we all saw it, and somebody died. So it is reasonable enough for me to conclude, say, he intended to kill and he killed. 2 people died out of protest. I mean, if he said it wouldn't have resulted in any catastrophe. So, in the first place, I wasn't the commander in charge. The commander knew the situation. Maybe an assessment. But the question I asked myself, they said, the police are trained to control the crowd. They have all the crowd control equipment. They also have the guns. So if they have to shoot to kill people, the police can also shoot to kill people. If they know, say, I'm a policeman, my life is endangered, do I have to go and call a soldier to come and shoot to defend me? The police could have also done the same thing.
But they call for reinforcement.
The police, that is why I disagree with people who think that the military was appropriate at that time. The police themselves have various hierarchy. Or more different forces, or more the striking force, or more the SWAT unit, or more handle special weapons. So if a group of policemen have gone there and that's they've been overpowered, they call for reinforcement. They can bring in stronger force within the police to come, because whatever unit you bring, they are trained to deal with civilians in a way, so they can handle the situation or they can contain the situation better than soldiers. Soldiers are trained to deal with people as enemies.
But it's not the first time soldiers are caught into a crowd controlling scene. They
always do that.
And there are instances where military for coma or multi situation
but then there may be some instances like that on another fine. But you see, let us know, say, we have a democracy and people have the right to demonstrate. People have the right to do anything within the limit of the law. For instance, we're talking about Yabeba Hodie. Say NDC4 youth be person demonstration, the police have gone to secure they almost want more protection. Now an opana make come here in crash say the police and civilian relationship has been deteriorating because of the way the police undertake their operations. Over some years now, anytime a group of people want to go on demonstration, according to the requirement, they should notify the police so that the police will give them security and plan the protection, the route with them.
Yeah.
Now, Okoma notice here, no more for which he could, no more court, no more seek injunction. Say, you cannot go on that demonstration. No more seek court injunction at the blind side of the group. About now you leave them frustrated. Inti, who say, people will become fed up with the police, because why would I go to inform the police when I know say be informing or more? Meanwhile, you have fundamental human rights to demonstrate, to protest about Niamabia and SFO. There's this guy.
Okay, so I'll come to you. And also as a topic. Then we'll look at police for no. If, for instance, notice say you want to go on demonstration, no, we said they are constrained in any way. At the end of society, experts also say police for neighbor. We'll come to that and we'll look at that. But Mamin call Yankai Arefone at T4 say, Ebsen Chebia any who say Honorable Simon or say Mensa, the Ashanti Regional Minister, or no answer so and a year Panya or that a RISEC Regional Security Council no and a down on to see a year no Yentie Asema or call a dra as part of the government delegation a course a Busian form now a show on cano or kai.
Me and Mijina had a meaning Kaka. Mene Kaka. I abon for Uma. One day, me baha cry, no one in the bodyguard. Nana, give me many castle. Bodyguard, DJ, or in for Kumo, sir. The animal being said, we see about Tuna. And the Kaka there, never to a mini actor, and as a dear no offers. Or you be a Ushia man, really kind of, and also Minister Metawasam. Shall be any panel, who needed and was Metawasam. I'm pansu Dimitri can be a Koyina. Now, the Abbey, the Yin I have the means for Emia. Yet say Abusiani, Atome. The Dura Hay, the man of Crown, I'm sure man, I'm a Hooker says, Yankolani, Yankola, or Moon Fino, Yankolani, and Yankopono, and one and Nimia. Really be a nipa de yent ase eya kan se ya na so nyankopon no fenin ya enti o man panin na na do dan ko fufu ado me na big tree Dr. Mahmoud Baumia kama ya ba ya be mabusufo na yako.
So that was the Honorable Regional Minister for the Ashanti Region, Honorable Simon Osei Mensah, and Orchestra Ebusia for no Oche Kwanya of us or Nim Abrantia Kaka or Shre Nemkwa Ede Monza. Membra Chas Fekao the incident and the state of insecurity Yakawa Semi in Bri.
Yeah, lawyer Medase. Insecurity the a womb kakra. Actually, I mean, one wants to be a police for because security no tight because me menama I say whom kakra woman. Ebi omo statistics omo de ejuma, but all in all no. What wa woman na sometimes upie na stroke kakra wo mu a ya na hu kakra. Because personally, I have decided say me ntu kwan anajo. Because I feel say anajo niema bebre koso a wo security no ya na ehun kakra ba niema ka biem so ne say wo nipa na wote ase no wo na say eye wo ye wo first security person wo na say wo de wo a wo ho bambo no ehye wo nsa in the first place go asem na esi wo adwira no wo tietie nsem na omahen no kan asem bi and it's a very key Okache the regional minister call or stress ebeya nkomma permanent military base emra edwira ho msa odwine ho kwa akira ekire nsem bebre because why would he say permanent military base ono ne manfo ye den ete nti onim ne ekoso wo ho nti na ebia or request ye that notwithstanding em say ye wo kwan bebre a ye fa so this person crowd. What I say, we call outsider. Said the yina ye can water cannon. Ewa wa ubetimi abunsu edi egu omuso warm water edi egu omuso enu echino ye wo bulleta eye rubber bulleta ubetimi shootu nipa na ebo no kra na onwu na ye wo tear gas nso ewo ho minim ho nti I don't have the first hand information but said na minua kano ohwe sojani no kwan a ofa so ekoto ya o tutuo na empanyfo say bibi anka papa enye trade and the normal circumstances no human being and obesore say yasoma me na kwa me economy kwa kuku minua what unless the person is not normal and I mean say soja for nso omokwa they go with a commander entino menye sure say nipa no so fiti ya na ebi a otutuo no ebi obeteki instruction e dey free baby nti committee no beye na dwuma ye behu ne enti a ebi a nipa na nya abotra okoko tutuo no we say na o kan uhun say we bu nkotodwa a otutuo no right into the crowd which means that he is either shooting to hurt or to kill, you understand? But uhwe me point pa me gina so say why is the Ohene requesting for a permanent military base?
Oh, that area.
What you say? And na o share video no so bi ba ya na crowd no bi edi police bullion van no echi and cry minus nyina wo ma. Yes, minus nyina wo ma na omu kita abo ni etuo. Nti ameka say you are your own security ni say obi kita tuo. Ade na ekita nipa no ebetimi atwa wo nkwan na so. What you say? Obi kita tuo eto. Na wo kita bo I say Israel for ne Palestinian for entokwa ne bi. Obi kita tuo na wo kita bo. Nti se bo no se tuo so em say lawyer law mu na mo yem panfo na yesunsua mo. Ye wo provocations. Se sojani ekita tuo na obi a okita tuo na se wo to bo na se ekokaka na ye ekura no ono so fu se esese oye bibi ba ne mesre ye police fo ne ye soldier fo ne se o tutu a em se wo community trainer mo kire wo ba bia wo de tuo no ba nipa no obewu ba bia wo de ba ebe prano a onti obedi samo no onti minko nti nka bibi sa akra wo betutu at least nipa no ne nan e wo ho a obeti media but to the extent say ne chest that is say before you shot no you had already aim at killing the person.
It's also like it says stray bullets. A bit me hit you be chest.
Yes, stray bullets. But whereby the person is firing straight into the crowd.
Now we don't know.
No, but I saw the video. You saw it. You understand?
I don't know
the only thing I can say is maybe something might have prompted the action. But as to whether say nipana emuse oku nipana na say onkunu there, I will not.
So are we? Can we? You bet me a try a conclude say papa na yehu no say wabu nkotodwa or tutu no. Nipa bi onu na ewu ye nyina on the two more man.
Yes,
so findings ebeba ye wo.
But I can say lawyer. Who nipadua na wo ho no. You are your first security. What you say? Nti situation me ye ko university nyina so mo ye demonstration ebi wa me kobi. But make sure say me di mfimfini. Me ni kan me ni akire but me di mfimfini.
Na wo ho be.
Na me wait here. Me basic password kakra epechi ye.
Yes.
Na akire me
ko ye wo le na ye ko demonstration a was a crafo for the way to actually say ya can. But vandals will always charge ahead of
because there e obi fie no e say obi fie. E na akukọ kra ne obreko kra nye den ense. Nti wo ye nipa bibia mu no wo ya hu kwan a obefa so na waye no. Wahu ebetimi aba say ebia na soja ni me ye kan kura no ebia na oye say oto ni ahyewiem na disperse ye but say wo mfimfini a nketo no ntimi mekan what you say nti bibia ye no yenye ne moderate ade ba ko a lawyer medwene ho pa me fu say ye affect Ghana negatively social media okwa brochira they have social problems. They don't have financial problems. Oba Africa, yeah, financial problems. But abofuna for kwan bia so say omo social problems no. Yen san yenka ye financial problems no ho.
So no so bam saying.
Me ba be kire mu. Boni timi ka kire ne papa say you are stupid. There's no sense in what you are saying.
Don't be silly.
Don't be silly. What you say? But ye ya kan mamre mu na ye Ghana ha no. Ontimi nkoka nche o papa say papa asema wo kan nyansa anim. Unfortunately for us, that is what we are learning and that is what they are pushing for us to study. And now ubebo akra na just say okoje permission free education director ho. Nti ama enkra no etimi use social media na etimi ye de omo pia. Mse nansi ye hwa ne ma ekoso obi timi fa camera di scene so otigana how ontu kwan omo mo wa brochiri de so wa brochiri otigana how ontu kwan na odi sitting president attempt. It is not the president as in Akufo-Addo Yuan. It is the seat. Nti me fa say enne say MPP na wo so na se bi wo ye NDC na wudi president na asema already no wagu akonwa no ho fi dada. So you have opened the floodgate. President bi obeba no obi so fi so no so di na tema oyewei. Who say yenua sabio ono ankasa no me ma abusuafo no ya akọ say we free. But obi a ya threaten wo. Now look at the time of the incidents. It was past 12 midnight. Oh, ntina America say edu baby a
personal security
personal security no so no. Ese say ohwe ni yi. Na ohwe hu say baby a metu manamon akoyi. Say wagya ne ma ho. Ya. Aban beba. Ye say mete say NDC for call ho. Na wo koma 1000 Ghana
video no I'm sure say omo delegation led by Afri Ankara so echo.
Yeah, but I heard Sami Jemfi talking. Omo koma 1000 Ghana cedis. Aban so beko ono so beko akoma be regional minister ko ye wan kokwa. But ask yourself
NDC delegation
ask yourself say sika ni nyina san enkra no after 1 year after 2 years who is going to take care of them? Until your best say no matter how furious you are, your personal security is very important. And now it brings us to unemployment. So ushe nipa na omudi crowd na ewo ho no, you ask yourself say are they working? Se nipa no oye adwuma nka saa bre no ebi anka owo na adwuma mu.
No, but ushe ejura se na enim ejura. Majority of the people who ejura no eyekuafo. The youth no do na no eyekuya. I want to buy rene we do na so
people are into farming not because they want to farm, because they don't have options. Nipa kakra bi na omaye ne say me call farming because I want to farm.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, yeah. Sabio ye ko nkra sen kakra no ye ni nipa di obi wa wari university 4 years ni onya adwuma. Nti okohwe na se ne papa wa asase bia na wa start na odo cashew.
But we are encouraging people to go into farming.
We are encouraging them, but the person has no plan for that. Nti to him, you know, that is unemployment for him. Me my interview nipa bebre we krase a bibisa ne se wo ye adwuma ben. Me nya hwe me nya adwuma me yekuani. You understand?
Okay.
Me nya adwuma me yekuani. Na say ono no fool say kwia na enya adwuma ma no.
Nti about tie.
Ye mpanyimfo so no. Yeah, as say ye hu say unemployment na ewo Ghana. It's a national security threat to all of us.
Unemployment is a national security threat to all of us. What's up? Yeshe anamo I bet me to Edia for a new lab. Let's look at the fallout and I say matters arising. Now, what the delegation are coho etunchenya. President Enimweni Muna no yes was the Interior Minister so set up a committee. Now, Interior Minister also Enimweni Muye was setting up a 3-member ministerial committee. Now, her membership now it is chaired by Justice George Kingsley Kumsen. He is a court of appeal judge. Obia onim no bia nim say he say no nonsense person. Now Dr. Vladimir Mchi Danso, who is also an expert when it comes to issues about security. Right. When it comes to international diplomacy, he is there. And he's a well-exposed person. I will be on him say he's very objective when it comes to security issues. And then you have Juliet Amo, I don't know much about her. And then Marie-Louise Simons and Asa Simmons. And so as the principal state attorney or Asante Mantem on secretary to the committee. They have 10 days. So Mbogakoye Ombeyo findings. Na omo recommendations account no more submit or report. Let's look at the setting up of the ministerial committee.
Okay.
Ibi say nanke was say a commission. Ibi say nanke was say ye de religious leaders be eshishem. Ibi say nanke was say a ethnic background. People, let's look at the setting up of this committee. Now and also so the impact security issues are here discussed.
Well, I think I will praise the president for this. This is one of the fastest decisions I'm going to say president are taking when it comes to this kind of killing security issues. And if you say, president Abbas say quickly we put this committee in place. Send your beya on betimi aye juma na yehu send your work no say intimate na conclude say ebia sojani na okoti ye ni nitu ne kuma na say whoever killed. Unfortunately for me, what the men from the past, I'm not a fan of commission.
Okay.
I must be honest with you, because men a man now wasted a lot of resources. I set up committees chaired by eminent members with people who are committed. Emma, Juma to say they've done a lot of work, and so at the end of the day, I buy and find typical example, the Brazil commission almost set and was led by currently one of the Supreme Court judges. I forgot the name. Juma, all right. White paper, issue, but up to now, I'm fine. Juma, I quite remember say there was a time even countryman Songo, Ebisa president question me about the report. Was say it's not on his radar. This is Commissioner Omina Seiska over so many months. He ended up.
But
nothing.
Is it fair to say because ABI who said from the first recommendation to the last recommendation, you set it out say specifically, implementing committee ABI and commission recommendations I'm fine to the extent say we keep referring to say ABI we commission of inquiry we findings by ABI next time say emrebia yetumi di bibi be shema na addresses are there na ABI na ya press conference and say based on recommendations we nti na mra no na ya ni say ana na mon we ABI to aye ni say ABI this time you betu black star force car ye mfa plane na mom is it not the case say sometimes ABI na endema no bi wo ho a serve as a guide aye ko future without necessarily say e bebo da rule say commissioner findings and recommendations they dey adwuma.
Okay, is it you say justice must be done and must be seen to be done. What setting up commission? One more mandate. Commission no, I have it public sittings. My na yet TV. Their course. Who or more recommendations or more. So when you are implementing the recommendation, we have to see the recommendation being implemented. And every commissioner on Wasati Abiano, they make recommendation a bit to me about to increase best practices and improving situations. And now they recommended some punitive measures to be meted out to certain people. Now, the entire man most of the time the commissioning committees for instance, we are just conjecturing. Then about 5 people say monko yehwehwemu omona akọ field omona akọ no mo akọ yehwehwemu no mo hu say we and the course and mo recommendation omo akọ field akọ yo mo nyoma yin omo wie a na aban the white paper say we menjintum na mejiatum. Then what is the sense in you asking the person to say Onko nonko yes ajushe.
It's also not the case. And also so because emra no so ma abina na as a president no kwan say ebia onyes ade because ebia there are instances where committee and commission so made up of people, individuals bia so no prone to mistakes. So there are instances where ebia charge the findings. Na obi echo high court obeko high court no be transfer obehwem na no won say bi a charge findings na adverse no kra no enyina ayini yabagu. Is it not the case?
And no has been argued and counter argued and evidence provided. But here's the case: the committee adding a report beba. Now obi to president office or say there be we menjintum we mejiatum we menjintum. Meanwhile yaboka as setting up committee, most of the time the committee does very excellent job because which I was always for committee. No, the commission about wanting me when I'm American myself. Which the kind of things that went on. We even recommended say into compensation up to now they have not paid them. These are some of the things. So it does not build confidence in some of us. Say committees will do the work and their findings will be implemented the way it should.
As expected.
Yes.
The circumstance, or recommend the same because incident see. Ubia say adiwe and chaye. Ubia say I was saying ya ensiano and I say adibi guide say be ya ochina bi nsibiem. It is a set up committee and kayenya day. In your candid opinion.
No, committee they ever set it. They ever set it. They say they are setting now. But they make can say yam findings in the
okay.
If we want to have the value, because say set up committee say set up there, then there's no point. Into me they make can say when we set up the committee, not somebody findings but they should implement the findings. Send a beya yebenya the value for which the committee was set up.
Okay.
And yes, I there 10 biano, your bayan is na ajegu, your bayan is and every now and then say ye implementation of recommendation now committees in Edeba and can these issues and cause the bia share ye kotwaba Techima South, what happened there? Accra, some areas, what happened? Ayawa, so West Wagon, what happened? If they were implementing those recommendations, people were being punished for ABR wrongful shooting and I say wrongful killing. Some of these things will be curtailed.
Okay.
And can end to us. But because commission the reporting by Microphobia ABR now close to us, we show them ABR way MWA year frame we be until the end of the day no impact I say anka ye implemented report na anka impact I say nyano. Say yes, set up committee there. If it's a police and a BNI for investigation on their own to find what happened. That's the best set up committee there. We should make sure say the report our committee need the bebano. Omo de beye ejuma. We will benefit from it.
Beda Semesan Abawonchen New Love Asamoah, Executive Director, Center for Economic and Business Research, and I will share no enyumbre. Our Kessben television will sign 18 or Kessben radio and crying important 92.9 Kumasi Asante Mantem and an important 93.3 so many radio stations and a PK Jumadi and so live Minria Bakon our three different mother life Dallas eja emaone busia phone nyina adwo ye chiam megidi ye se onsusumu nyina no obia ehoye. Now Bebra Charles na the setting up of the ministerial committee.
Yeah, lawyer. Committee no de ehia say e be set, but to me I think said before government be set committee no na nipa na we yi omo no ojo omo di se omo wonim dia na esi no ombetimi adi hu djuma enti eye den na ye sign ko issue white paper nti committee ni ye na minua kase ebia ohu, but there are so many things that committee no background no ebia ye hu, because we are sure say at the end of the day no anya she kra no compensation ebebam compensation no will come from the committee, but say ye jinipa no a yate omu say omu wo committee no so no egitum na fe so ye ji omu di say omu wo nindie say adwuma ye de ahye omu nsa no omu beye ne pepepe de a and the recommendations omu de beba bia ye mfa nya adwuma 100%, but ekoba say eba out na ekoye selective a ebema me if I'm a justice and you put me on the committee and my recommendations are not implemented fully and you implement less than 50%. Next time when you call me to be on the committee, I will not go.
But it's a fact-finding committee.
Yes.
Because you also have a committee now, just a recommendation.
Yeah, I mean,
a fact-finding. It's not finding facts in the real. No, a recommendation will forever remain recommendation.
Yeah, but the issue is recommendation no nipa na be implemented, right?
And but are you no more interested in finding the facts I be guardian than set the recommendation.
Find the facts but at the end of the day they will do recommendation
based
so
on
the
their fact finding.
Yes, the question is why do we implement parts of the recommendations and leave the rest if we know that they are credible people we have put on the committee. And sometimes it is important from time to time because public commission omoba TV so ababe kasa omodi on recommendation about government that issue white paper. At the end of the day Ghanaians have to know how far the report have gone.
Okay,
that is good governance. You have to report to the people. You should be accountable.
Okay,
they say I also West Wagon committee no report by
commission of
inquiry report by
commission of inquiry we okay madam Betty Modi Drisu see and can inquiry
Ghana there's inquiry right intino aba out it is a government no it is a sense a bad life mo bia hwe bi no government no so bar out ebeka say ebia commission we amete ye no say ni na maya afa ho what you say now money pana adwene mu aye clear because at the end of the day recommendation government issue white paper and we are not told what has been implemented on the ground. Okote another commissioner ebi mu we free say emfaso bi ani so what you say enti mesre say we are asino aban no set committee me say almost say commission ne bi mu ka say yenye ne commission not a committee and because the interior minister has interest or whatever whether commission or a committee they will come out with a recommendation. The most important thing is say esan say yenim say omo wonim dia ye de omo ato ho no recommendations are ebeba no yemfa enye adwuma because recommendations no ba enna na menu eken say Brazil yakoba ya ba bete commission aboka afanipa dia to so ama television afan and live at the end of the day people
was it not the was in respect of the judgment debt commission. Jamefe, I think you are referring to the Jamefe.
Nipa Court committee no commission so you are wasting sika fan and life you nipa ko people go there and weep shows remorse ebia wenye free say near oye no ebia wanye ni ya na ankoye. At the end of the day a president comes to power and they ask him a question say report no asisen na okaze ni re kura free hu asema it is serious. What you say nti ye best say committee no me nia me pese me hu from ho say who say ade biasi ye say oh yen pow abadwako bi a wom de wo butaya ne se wo pese ohwehwem edo asuko hu no kre todo a ewo saade no yeah enti the fact say omoye fact finding I be boy me hu chronology of events crampa enam so a ye bedru ba bia ye dru no so that that actually be the say boy as a guide no mo say eno no say we use purpose apart from recommendations no obianka say ye lawyer obianka say ye but the
mandate is to do a fact finding and then based on that you just do a recommendation.
Lawyer you say your number nu hwa your number nu na your number susuma your number nu na committee no ye set no Ghana fo nyina hu eba TV so ye nyina ye hu enti ye implement bibi ana ye the report na ba ye implement ni nyina akra kakra na ye implement ye no ye ma Ghana fo hu say we na ye so that next time we set a commission obi abe support so enye waste of money but ne wo ye no e ade de mfa so be den ebe bra o man
ma me mrem 1 minute and lawyer ade ba kunti ehia say ye be implemented recommendation is say a severe as deterrent to others.
Okay.
Say your findings ni ane who say based on the findings no, you will be negligence, you will be intentional activity or yeah na akose bia financial loss. Into no yes kwan we no yes now one punishing ni pana. The next person himself me ye bia nothing will happen.
Okay.
And therefore we need to implement the recommendation to serve as deterrent to others.
Okay.
That is the essence of for some of us. That is essence of apart from say young who findings na you know say na can you say these are the findings and can you recommendation here but in the sense of the committee no if this recommendation are implemented a best serving as safeguard
to others.
Yes, for the future as well.
Beda must besan ba me yenko arefo na tifo so nsem mo send abre na yenkin kan ebi ewo ha. Now good evening lawyer. In fact, let's be serious in this country. We are in Ghana when some big gurus recordings came out that they will make the country insecure and ungovernable, and truly this has brought us so far. Any person can do whatever he or she likes. My advice to the youth is that they should be very careful for involving themselves in such routes, because no security personnel with a gun will give in for a civilian to take his life. Paul Ami here sends us this message. Okay. OPK from Goss says NDC doing cheap politics to score political points from the Ejura issue will not see the light of the day, because Ghanaians already know NDCs are insensitive to the plight of them, with a mess Mahama and the NDC created for 8 years. So Nanado and MPP are focused with their good governance. NDC alternative is scary with their propaganda. Regards to Dr. Baumia, Dr. Gideon Buako, Honorable James Sakosa, Owusu Seche, Chairman, Regional Chairman, Evans Bobi, Asunafo, Nov Fabronyan, and Abi ABS, and others. Okay. Sule sends us this one from Sunyani KTK, Kotokrum. Okay, I've got this one correct. I'm sure it is Kotokrum. The NDC, through propaganda, is creating a false state of insecurity in the country to play on the emotions of Ghanaians for political gain, and exaggerating recent happenings in the country. Fix the country for political expediency. NDC should be ashamed of themselves, because the question is, which party had more opportunity in Ghana presidency? The answer is PNDC. NDC is Ghana #1. Enemies of progress. The battle still remains the laws. So they send us this one from Kotokrom in Sinyane. Walanyo in Equatia says, we unreservedly condemn a Ejura shooting incident by the NDC ploy to engage in over the bar politics with the Ejura shooting incident. However, haven't we experienced worse in their regimes than what we are seeing today? May the departed colleague and the two others find solace in the paradise. Teacher Kujo from Enyinau Susu says, in a civilized country, laws must be allowed to work. The death of Ibrahim Kaka must be investigated by the police and perpetrators brought to book. You don't confront the police or army on the street. What happens if it turns out that Kaka's death has nothing to do with Fix the Country campaign? The youth must exercise restraint. Greetings to Professor Christopher Amiao Ekumfi. You should know that there's something coming. Kenwood from Tade says, so the NDC want to tell the whole world that they are more Catholic than the Pope. What has happened is uncalled for and very pathetic, but we don't need NDC to bereave more than the bereaved. Ejura is known for rioting, and we should advise our youth to desist from unnecessary demonstration and also allow politicians to contract them for their nefarious gains. Tell the NDC that they have killed by the father PNDC and even the NDC, but we will not be intimidated by the NDC. Let's wait for the inquiry. Lawyer, good evening to you. Please, I want to ask, at what point in time is the military supposed to be deployed within a country? And is it the case that the Ghana Police Service is incompetent to the extent that the military has to be called anytime there's an issue? What then is the essence of having SWAT, FPU and the other units within the police service if they can't be called upon to diffuse issues rather than calling the military. Okay, Kwabena from Takrade sends us this message. Well, let's wait for the fact finding because ye need circumstances and I'm so entire. Police for call for the military. Good evening to you, lawyer. My name is Sapon from Bedase in the Bosomchi districts of the Ashanti region. The MPP government should sit up because majority of Ghanaians cannot afford MPP losing 2024. Greetings to Bafo Kwekua Mwating the 4th, Jache Hene and Nana Mankwa from Pond, Bedase Hene. Now this one says, okay, Nana Kwame, your message, I'm sorry, I cannot read it. Now this one says, lawyer, in fact, the hardship is unbearable. Why should graduate teachers teach in SHS after completing university and continue to receive diploma pay for 4 years? We still do everything humanly possible to send MPP to opposition come 2024. Judgment dead here, judgment dead there. And the MPP NDC same value. Say Akwasia Sare Barekese sends us this love letter. Okay. Now let's look at the message proper and see messages here. I'll read few of them and I'll come back to the studio. Lawyer, in fact, all these, how do panelists assess the statement of the National Security Minister? For me, it was unfortunate. It doesn't look professional. I think the duty of national security is to identify potential threat and prevent before it happens. His comments after the incident was bad, and the president should not hesitate to do reshuffling to protect the legacy. Gasti man from Brekum sends us this message. Teacher Kujo, I've read your message somewhere. Kenwood, I've read the message somewhere. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I think our president needs the support and prayers to help him and his governance. Condes Bedu Seshi Asafo sending us this message. And this one says, lawyer, in fact, our NPP party is a disgrace to the nation. The government is not serious at all. From Exdo, Asante Asokore. Now this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Why must someone blame Nanado, the president, for the unprofessional act of the military officer who shot and killed the 2 innocent protesters? I am Aliu from Kaswa. Okay, this one says, okay, let me read this one. Good evening to you, lawyer. I am Richard from Obuase. Obuase, okay, something is covering you, I must say, okay, see. Obuase the Gem. In fact, the MPP has really disappointed Ghanaians. Certain inquiry is unnecessary and waste of time. Okay, so Richard, what do you want the government to do? Leave the matter as it is or do what? Okay, that's the beauty of democracy. Good evening to you, lawyer. Lawyer, Gadam sayers are destroying our bodies as a way, especially Sefshi Bekwai and Muoho. We can't even get water to spray our cocoa farms. Why? From DJ Bestman, Sefshi Ambengro, sending us this one. Sevi Ambengro. Okay, that is around, I think is Yamecha area there. I'm sure I got it correct. Okay. Now, this one says it's Billy Bones from Afu Kwanta Ambengro Akodibu Amaz Ambengro Ghana. Billy Bones from Afu Kwanta. Best of all civilian now. Nyamisha Opa NDC members not serious at all. Must give us a break. Regards to my lovely wife Rita Bones faction Amakum Market and Reverend Samuel Jima St. Paul's Catholic Church Amakum. I remember St. Paul's Catholic Church when we were growing up, there used to be some bread bakers, fresh bread. Yeba intako any subzo or a ya stadium half. Yeah, tea bread, she, yeah, the imagine for Bana and Belty Guma. OPK from Gaza radio message somewhere. I've been growing say of could say. Now, if it is true that a soldier shot at the ground, do you think only 2 people would have been killed? Okay, we shot at the crowd. So my point is that we need to find out exactly what happened. You always say you need to cry come say the we don't know say teach so you who say now I to on cry need to in a ball be and I say there let's there any who know and never be a video you may draw a conclusion over become na abia and yes sir and it's okay, so from what happened to Major Mahama, our men in uniform will not wait till such a thing happened to them again. Don't forget that they are not holding the guns to search for rabbits or grass cutter. So let's help them to deal with the recalcitrant ones in the country. My name is Yana from Sefshi Isam. Okay, that is his thoughts this evening. Now, so let's seal this issue about security and insecurity with a discussion on the NDC 7 notice to go on demonstration. And then the police saying, fine, you have the right to demonstrate, but we're telling you at this point in time, we are unable to provide security because of the COVID pandemic and because of public health. But NDC says we are marching for justice over what they claim to be police and military brutalities in Ghana. Yeah, me sure say every new level. There's NDC to go on demonstration. Police say we are sorry, we cannot protect you. We can't give you security and protection because of public health, specifically COVID-19 pandemic. President executive instrument and still is in force, so we cannot provide security for you. We say it's the right to demonstrate for no found so police for no overly or more use COVID-19 as a shield and now say a more legitimate concern.
Well, are we sanka yet civil society winner epese omoko sa demonstration and a march no na anye political,
okay,
because as it is definitely people it will not carry the value and kasa march no ebeha because it's the NDC that want to embark on it. Obi abehun say they want to score political point entina omoyesa, but granted say omo say omobeye, so let's take it from there. I was saying something earlier on, say the police and a civilian relationship no are deteriorated to a certain level, and I think it's about time the police repairs that relationship, and they can do that by stopping this court acoustic injunction anytime a group wants to embark on demonstration. It started from this Face the Country, and before then, anytime people go there say yama notice a demonstration na ebasa obunse omako court omakoje injunction at the blind side, it doesn't help. That is why people don't trust the police. Mekoho akobwa akoje emwa efiomo. You see, there's this guy, a development analyst, a friend Andres Rodriguez post a short article be on development said the revenge of the places that don't matter. Now, treating Crawford say omuhu any faso to some extent. It do be a more funny way to fight back. And in advanced countries, no, they do that through the ballot box. ABR, one neglected place be what developing certain areas, then one neglected certain areas. There are people you don't even recognize or more. When it comes to election, they will come in and vote against you. So others will express theirs through the ballot box. Others will express or more misgiving. And I say, send your own to me, and they also express it through demonstration and protest. Send a bear who say, dear way, no, and ya dear or more epineso. And you know, at any point in time, allow people to express the way they feel. Those who can have the opportunity using the ballot box, you see. Or more me and chain for ballot box, no basic demonstration. As long as a legal, no, for me, the police are using this COVID as a shield to prevent people from doing what they are entitled to. We are in this country. COVID was enforced when they were doing this registration, voter registration. Voter registration.
By observing all the protocols.
By observing the protocol. And it came to campaign for election. And no protocol was observed. Nobody can tell me during the campaign any presidential candidate or the people are not more campaigning, anybody observe protocol. Nothing like that happened. So other than a back protest, Rebecca said they can't do it.
No, but are we being fair to the police if you see during political campaign and organized by the police? We are police for say ohia permit and police protection. For which reason police bet me say munyai and asema munyai? Is it fair to use that?
Yes,
against the police?
Because the police is using the COVID protocols as the reason why more and granting more the protection is a munkono. But we are here. Nipana or no edi emrane bayeno. Or gumrane so a year campaign. You understand? The president who brought the law, a year campaign, the crowd did not observe any protocol. So other than obedient or demonstration, that is why the police will even come in and say, well, because of the COVID, let's put all the protocols in place.
How demonstration are you going to put protocols in place? I was in
Italy when we were even on lockdown. Time that American guy was killed by the policeman. There was demonstration. And there was social distancing. Yes, proper social distancing with citizens. They were sitting there with the face mask on, with everything on, with the police van and all the police guarding them and making sure things are in order. The same way, if the police sit down with the people, as I said, because of the COVID, but we don't want to prevent you from doing your demonstration, but we only allow you if you agree to observe the protocols. Anyone who flouts the protocols will be arrested. And to say over to me, we will allow you to go. Sit down with the people and dialogue with them. So someone who say or members need to me any protocol so they are or one never withdraw. But you don't say flat say I won't allow you because there's ban in force. And
no, but the police were not say I won't allow you. They went to court, and the court granted.
That is my point.
An ex parte interim injunction.
It is the same thing. So I won't allow you. If they will allow you, they wouldn't have gone to court.
Yes.
In the first place, at the blind side of whoever brings the application. That is saying, me my uncle. But ABR only 2 minutes of a just on my going to know. No, I thought you could no court order. Court order when you say to me and disobey. You understand? And to one show here, a baby baby no. Obetiana some for a demonstration.
Okay.
Obetiana some for a protest. Boom ran so because
are the police not seeking to protect?
The police is not allowing them to do the right thing that they want to do. So they will end up doing the wrong thing, which will not allow for all of us.
Personally, who support to say people who want to demonstrate must be given police protection to go and demonstrate?
Yes.
In this time? In
this time, yes, okay. I support. Okay. And no one say, one making sure say, listen, let's have social distancing.
Okay.
Obey me, I'll regulate you more. And when you sit down with the leaders, you see, sometimes when you understand people, so we feel so bit to us here, or ye be or catch or obey. But so if any pan on Timothy, he does not understand me, he's against me. The Okan answer will be crying at the Abajatu. But when you are in sync with the person, Bibi Obekabiano, together you plan and you find a way out of it. We shouldn't use this COVID because of that. People cannot demonstrate.
People should demonstrate. Okay, that's Africa. Yeah, heard this NDC 7 notice to demonstrate March for Justice. Police saying because of public health issues, we cannot provide security for this security for this demonstration.
Yeah, lawyer, I'm saying, Jurassic yeah, Kenya, demonstration so. I'm saying, Kaka no the new no different. That is one person and a demonstration also 2 people. I think, say, in my candid opinion, no, obi any ho pa adwuma ofu say stressful, and because of that, no, the police are also abusing the restriction of COVID. No, ama bibia na omaka say because of COVID, you know, because never be because of sometimes you see government officials are omoko a year say mean yes sure say a year no still a year, but you see government officials going on funeral grounds. It is obi so a year now ko use the same thing. Say udi tiano say woman. I think say it is not the best.
No, but is it fair to the police? Because police say here now can the police for the organize.
Oh, but so they
cannot go to court to say
they are supposed to make sure that the law is work.
They're supposed to arrest them.
The law is working. It is obi a bulo no so. Na say wakoye ye na say mo pese mra ye adwuma dia. Na mo nkwoche omo. You understand?
Okay.
So I think say ese upa mo hufu a oto ne bema. Ena oka nipa kasaboa ehye ne yam bibria ehu ye nsusanso. Did we actually have intelligence on grounds in the first place face the country? Did we know the number of people who were going to get themselves involved in that demonstration?
How bad are you?
It's a better me you we bet me about say be a crowd no kro anka ye expect anti yesuro no e bia na amasa
now maybe I have to play devil's advocate. So when you have NDC as a group leadership see a demonstration, you know say NDC you can hold leadership accountable.
Yes.
Now the fixed demonstration fix the country demonstration, this is a social media group. People are just testing to say mekobi don't even know the individual. So
with proper intelligence, you may not know the right figure, but at least you can estimate to know say between this number and this number. What you say? NDC them when amane say these 2 people or 3 people, we don't even know the party they belong to. Maybe the NDC know.
I would say March for Justice.
Yes, but we shouldn't also forget say NDC is supposed to put the government on track, because opposition is very important for democracy. Say ba say abane wo so na otimi ye ne obeye bia na say ye ntimi en tracking na and also the other side. Entino NDC ebeya me full senka say na minua kan ye social institution na group bi na ya nke we better say NDC be organize, because NDC be organize no bi wo MPP kura na nka wo interest so wo ade no ma onko betwe ne ho afiri what you say and na police for no so ye be say edru ba bi a we NDC like you are saying we have the leaders so omukọ na say omukọ ye na eni say nkomo ya you can call them to account for whatever they have done. But Ghana Hanon no idea be a year political.
Mo say all the people tell me nipa ba ko a obo nose mask and now observe. But
have they been arrested? That is the question.
My point is say if leadership and this leadership in the including my own V-mate, Red Beret, DJ Boyanyum. If a pennyfo no omo no be di demonstration and him no how
so the issue is that per the order
nobody is observing
per the order e buy protocol no nka obi a only no smacks be say ye che no ana meboa nti say no obi so called demonstration I say ye che no but ya akoye say police for no hide behind
the covid
protocols no to obi case we demonstration pe no more use but untimi nka nipa kashaboa enhye ne yam for so long. What I say? Me feel
are they not seeking to protect here and
they are not protection in the first place because people are breaking the laws and they are made to go scot-free. Nti so obi so ye na really said sa law no a obi break here or munchene nyehwe no
that's say breaking law.
Oh say how it has been sanitizing what you say
we are all breaking the law.
If we are all breaking that, they should allow them to express their views. What you say because democracy and we have fundamental human rights, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Untimi enka se umobi enka, but we should also remember say baby our freedom no end no. Ehon obi so dey den started. Ntim ye ne policy for na atenase. Ya hyehyɛ mra, oh mu be demonstration fine. Ebia muntimi mfa ha, muntimi make sure say mu members no obi abo no smart. Baby na demonstration like you are saying untimi control nipa no because nipa no free fear all ba no o na adwen a ode ba obi ba no nye incidents we ya asinu no ode ba ono ne bo of government no dada you understand and ode ba nti I think say police for na dru ba bia they have a point but it should be like communicating with each other obi so obey demonstration oh yate but maybe a covid nti no mu make sure say when you are busing people you bus maybe 3 buses, you bring 3 buses instead of 10 buses. You understand? Even though it is difficult for you to control that. If you say the measures be too na ye say then we go back to it. But whilst people are breaking the law, you cannot also stop people from who want to do the same thing from demonstrating.
Very interesting development in Ghana. Yemshe fix the country demonstration no court said they are a bit because who said police for no echo expert take injunction. Ordinary no nanke was say expert in a year interim injunction. Interim injunction meaning say maximum period no should be 10 days. Now within the 10 days no like a police for now repeat on notice to the demonstrators no leadership. No most also the more affidavit in opposition abana court now both side. But court no that now you know extended beyond the 10 days no ma fix the country demonstrators no call Supreme Court and the Supreme Court obviously says I don't know cry much because 10 days that term and this how that no end the judgment and you know omumbra back to the High Court. Now omumbra back to the High Court no now I was say police for us okay sebose sa order na ye koje na ye mut a term because 10 days na term cry da there then monsan apply some people call demonstration. Then share a fresh application no, on its own merit. Then what they are no bad then injunction application. Almost so that court to say court to know injunctive of some multimedia. Now the fix the country demonstrator will have opportunity to also respond, and the court will decide whether say Obama Marco demonstration and so let's it's very interesting. Let's look at what will happen in respect of this one. Then this is also happening. Almost several notice. Police for a decline and also more also going to grant your request. Now let's see how it is going to play out in the coming days. Very interesting times. Punch Jumadi na will share our Kessben television. We'll sign 8 our Kessben radio 93.3 or 92.9. Social media, we are live on Facebook. Live, we are also live on YouTube and all other channels. I'll be to be Mede New Love Asabo, Executive Director, Center for Economic and Business Research, and Charles Feka, Local Governance Experts, and everything Kobo, Enyumbre, Yeka, and Sema Efa, or my Ghana, why didn't you see any Simbisa, Eba, na Yakenka Maria Safanina, and so at Senya will drink Enyumbre. Okay, so yes, sir, saying a home seminar at here. Okay, people have also raised issues about the Koso, our various stadia, football, matches. I Koso, and the number of people like Koso Stadium say or Moko match. Kolokone has match. Krofo and Kaiser coverage crowd by Bio.
Olympics has.
Olympics has. And of course,
when you China police will stop who be so man in demonstration.
But me point time me police for no. Sa matches na omo ekwe so omo nko police was omo koje permit so omo.
But they are breaking the law per the protocol.
The partner was steady also okoso kocho mu na do bekoy.
Oh, but there are organizers.
Fair to the police.
No, there are organizers. Football say nipa na organize. And I think say in the United States and other developed countries, you know, Omama quota. Say be a stadium no a funny
about 28%.
28%. If it is more than and they will take it sold. Until we don't take it. Yes, 28%. You know the capacity of the stadium. You know understand what your 28% of that capacity. So if people are abusing that, how can you then stop people from demonstrating using the same public order act?
Yes, Koroko, in fact, Sunday we are going to my but everyone can support to team beer and has Babubia. Anyway, so life goes on, of course. Life goes on. Has for weekend trade. Oh my, I know you're bread. But be fun, sir. Okay, so we are bringing finality on this security issue. Near President launching the Toyota vehicle assembling plant Ghana and in Sunsan Soa Ebinya the and of course the last but not the least on this security thing is about my good friend Brigadier Nunu Mensah or there to just say soldiers are paid to shoot to kill, not to control and disperse protesters. But this is a basic fact.
Yes.
Bema Kasa they will say soldiers they are trained
to kill.
To kill. Police people they are trained to save life. And then when in extreme way then they kill to protect Omwankasa of life.
Yes.
So if the police for now who say baby do na yedin na yanko frey your colleague police na yen fresh soldier for I mean then you should know say I dey no atrapo I dey edru hosa and the conduct of the youth these days when I saw a police water cannon yeah Ebian so ne so you ne gum na no for piano so be enfran because I remember a come bro demonstration because omo dey be guma so omo to sanso dey be gu enye bi ni sa de na enka youth no kra boba ne ponti ma de dis aka na chi no ye bue sa so no gu so a
lawyer
I don't know so omo fa na to form but you see the rampaging youth sa tank we ya tugu na se kesha betumi ama wona marona obudi eche eru attack side way and it tells you the kind of situation other police for no and so the security for no ewo
that is why we hear security for na more temperament to contain microphone
containment
when it comes to life threatening issue there it's not about temperament
when
Hannah recently police for like we were saying Major Mahama Yekukuno but who you the person you understand police for air bomb mobile the moment who say military for abamuno you should expect anything
should take over
and at the end of the day nipa no oku na dey na yebeye no you understand because he is on duty. He was sent there.
People must respect the men in uniform.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that Buglushi were here and say scrap dealers, you know, or police for no call, they were rather shooting.
You are all security first.
And then
me, and yes, Sojana me Janio. Oh, crowd treat you as a Jani.
Yes. And me, the enemy really said, you don't see what they say. Then you throw the stone. What do you expect? Until you baby, it is painful. Say you better to the kunipa. But one kasana who cause a demonstration. At the end of the day, what are you getting out of that demonstration? To the extent of putting your own life on the line.
Maybe they should have used rubber bullets and not.
And they are not using. We have seen it several times. Until one kasana won't nam hono. fanyansa kakra tu anamon
so who say soldier for
who say soldier for aba and it's a demonstration wo ma me kra na wo kwa agya na baby na because anything can happen mistakenly somebody can fire a gun wahu ebia na enye onokra na dwene and once they know say you are on the attack you see about that wa yenya makrama enye enwie and like I was saying nipa no oye na djuma nti so tutuo no bowa na say ye hwehwem kra na ye say wa ntuni ya we will just punish him ebia omo be mana ebero uniform no e dey free no but you cannot retrieve your life.
Police for the soldier for they have that because the Soboko night patrols they do it jointly and a rapid response operation calm life anyway they go together and a police for a fresh soldier for some mumra na adena yeden no I make vividly there that time me madam for Kofi Boache this is COP Kofi Boache no ye Asante Regional Police Commander chema to me sabre no na omo cheno ewo Central Police Station. I was there with to me, and that was that COP Kofi na or call for ewo police headquarters ho na or call for reinforcement soldiers and they do omo way abeg. I was asking say I had a police headquarters and then so therefore na from mo taking guard was for lawyer because now encrofo abegu the other side of the WPP for supporters na begu the other side of the way na omo so omo nkodanya na juno mbeye de that to say and people among for ye de sam adechi no omo ya de bia de obiala but my point is that police headquarters Kofi Boache of all people called the military to come say omumbra na omumbe take cover so that they could have so police calling the military to come in when necessary it's something that they do
police if we said before no nkra na ohun police ni
ya want to me structure say
the qualities personal or personality no na account but these days almost intelligence policing which means enye height no biem ana enye nipa na kese and more so ye police for na atna police ni omo gina ho obi nimba bia police ni weite oninifie o take action ebi a okra wonte balance ono so betimi afa akire aba be how nti police for sometimes we should also sympathize with their situation but soldier need the oba ono wote balance and then me ba na me tie news bi say yes tamale say wa soldier ni panyini bi akwa akotena pragiam ena weja ni phone ewu ena phone no ohun pragia akra wuja na omo sane soldier for be 200 agukro nu ti pragia bi ombehu bi na yebo what I say it was in the your mo officer mobile phone what I say nti police for no ye ne omo abom to the sense that sometimes or ya de kra na suro bi ewo ni mu se anhwa na wakwa akwa attack
yeah civilians na to because say ade we dem one free soldier for
and sometimes so the ammunitions they say ammunitions are wokrum ha no some of them are more sophisticated than what the police are using. Nti no gun na ekita no police ni kura nkita I'm told say police for no ebi mu gun no kura no ekita omo atu onim abuba nim ebi mu so kura mpo enhye dan nim to papa
bia wa ko police training
lawyer
no men take that for granted
but it is true say ebi mu wo oni wo mu di nkomo a okọ out kura bia na abuba nim so just they have been trained to fight you understand enti no yenya friend no na soldiers no kura no lawyer omagu balance no wache za juma bi wo sua ni bebre na opese ode you should put them to use we have engineers
oman bi a minimum omo ye mo Amory no omo ye more than once na
no so sophisticated
no pe baby I try na omo hwe country bi ado ho be ba beti na omo sena gusu also country bi no omo country bi no omo pe omo dada wa na do ho beti dia no omo sena gusu no mo sena unity
obi a ye training no for so long ye training no bi a oba soldier kra be 30 years
onya kwan
onye hwe da nti eye na say opportunity bi ba nti me feel say training na yenya free corona masters na yen famra ye situation ye ka sanitation ho asem say ye di sojafoɔ mienu ko gina kejetia say wo a wodi nsuo beto fom bia omomo wa omo ye ni 2 weeks obi amfa so why are we paying the army for? Because I'm 40,
we should bring them.
I'm 40. I've not seen any war. I've not seen any country attacking Ghana, and we continue paying them.
They
Can't
go
we
on
put them to use?
Peace mission.
They go on peace mission, but yeah, Ghana has solved your problem
for defensive mechanism.
Engineers no bet me your roads, no for community service. Now almost why then abamfaso ediama or minor. I think that one too.
Okay, I think that is the whole topic for discussion because they have all manner of. They have their people, engineers.
They have everything.
Very skillful.
But oh political science kakra history will tell you say when Buzia decided said they should use the military for bridges and other things. And eventually when the government was overthrown, the military people were saying but I
think this time around they would have been happy because contracts here they
should give them contracts. They can build roads, they can build bridges,
they could even do it better.
Houses and all that.
They will bring the discipline in that aspect too and make sure that we have good roads.
Okay. Very interesting discussion on Punch on Kessben Television and on Kessben Radio tonight. First edition in the 7th month of the year 2021. Now, share messages kakra abana. Quickly we go to the manufacturing of vehicles. Now, you heard in Susan so the Mayen. Okay, so where is this thing? Okay, so this one says, Eric from Konongo. Lawyer, good evening to you. As about 2 years ago when the NDC meeting leaked tape with the voice of the party chairman of Uswan Pofu, as confirmed by a court that they will kidnap Ghanaians, kill people, set marketplaces and other commercial centers ablaze, deal with the police, make the country ungovernable, etc. After a few months to now, all he said is happening. What is government and for that matter Ghanaians doing about this? Well, the matter is still before the court. There's prosecution which is ongoing. Lawyer, please, as we are condemning the military men shooting at Ejura, we should also condemn the actions of the Ejura youth. Their behavior was bad. We must stop being hypocritic and tell them the truth. Chum Martin Luther King Kumase sends us this message. He says, let the NDC be aware that if even Anado is working, John Mahama cannot be the alternative. He sends this message. Now, let's see. Good evening to you, lawyer. Tell Mr. President, if General cannot recognize the soldiers, that General must prepare to lose the next war. So now NDC chiefs select MMDCE for MPP. Could you smile like a tampon of, well, I'm not getting the drift. If General cannot recognize the soldiers, that General must prepare to lose the next war. So now NDC chiefs selecting MMDCEs for NPP. Well, smile. Could you smile? I can't say me, but
let me explain.
I'm not.
What he's saying is, it's like they have worked, and the government is not recognizing their effort, and now they have allowed chiefs who support NDC to elect or to select
MMDCs for them.
Yes.
Okay. So the MPP is becoming a general who cannot recognize.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Food for thought from Koju Smiler from Kintampo. Okay, Godfrey from Sefshibodi says, I don't blame the NDC for the demo. I blame the MPP for poor communication. They should also organize demo against NDC plans, which they are applying now. Was the fix
in the country?
Was the country fixed during NDC time? Okay, question I hope is no. Now this one is coming from Evans Enin Tutuka Obuase. He says the youth in Nigeria should come down as President Akufo-Addo has set up a committee to look into the matter. My regards to original woman, Honorable Faustina Ebisa, DC Obuase East, an incoming DC for Mena, Honorable Yaya Salifu. Good evening to you, Papa Lawyer. Good evening to you. All that is going on in the country is NDC agenda, and I don't blame them. I blame the government. If for some people have been jailed about 8 months ago, we should not be seeing this indiscipline in the country. Alex Adabo from Sunyane sending us this one. Whichever Fosu is being prosecuted, he's still at the court. Please, lawyer, ask the man, is he asking insecurity man to secure during demonstration? Joe, they are so say they are saying that this was asking that question. Say, police for are you asking the police to go and give security? Thank you, lawyer. The youth of Ejura should come down in order to maintain peace at Ejura and its environment. My regards to Honorable Mavis and Kansa Buadu MP and Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Teacher Odenke Jamasi Ashanti Sensors. This message and other messages. Okay, so we left with about 15 minutes to go. Now let's look at the president this week launching the assembling plant for Toyota and Suzuki to assemble vehicles in GH in Ghana and export to Nigeria and other places. Employment, currency stability, and what have you, local government development. Now people have said we have Apostle Joseph. We should rather build Ghanaian industries and not foreign direct investors in the country. Others have said look, among for Shepa Senanka big companies in the country, but they chose Ghana enabling environment a good in Tina or Ghana. So it's a good sign of good things to come. Make sure I say if you new love as I'm on this issue. Now Toyota is here. We can say Toyota we are Sambo ewo Ghana, Suzuki we are Sambo ewo Ghana. Good news.
Very good news, lawyer. Very good news.
So in the picture you're seeing there, this the
right.
Toyota assembled here in Ghana. And yes, it's very nice.
Lawyer, good news because Osha cars are apply on our roads now. Men share that any research be about Musa Toyota Edos and Toyota cars na use Ghana no. I don't know.
So you see, President Akufo-Addo ably supported by Minister for Trade and Industry Alan Kwajo Martin and other people launching that assembling plant.
Oshuti say Toyota cars na outside Ghana ne kra na ejuma wa Ghana no ahoden baby tough and ragged kra no we use Toyota cars eboa enti yebe assembly had to suit our condition no me feel say ebeboa more, and we import a lot of Toyota cars into the country, and say but the more you import no you create ejuma ama outsiders. And they say the plant naba Ghana, say a be assemble be our Ghana. Me fi say a idea a beboa one a beboa ma a generate more employment. Youth know ebenye juma aye in terms of technology so no bit me enya we from BB technology transfer and spill over. A beboa ma yen so yetimi enya bi aye nyoma yeye na o kasa about Apostle Joseph. Is it when it comes to businesses individuals have their own priorities.
Yes, you see the president's side, and then now the one who are arranging idea, no. I say okay, no comments, but slanting away. We so slanting, but it's okay.
Into no, a bit creative Juma, and sending our can say, I hope say yen dollars and crama because you produce our higher a very releasy pressure now a war you see the and so. Into me say a good thing. And now with Cecilia so I war Africa continental free trade and the whole Africa you trade together now. Say you produce Ghana and so a bit me I export it other countries. A bit boost export revenue so sabe the you better aquaman on Nibiano or manus benya iskakakra also. Inti the more I this kind of companies our Ghana and if you say a beboa ama government revenue so across individuals ebenya adwuma your monthly adwuma sabi or make your income tax into no it's in order. A good say yenya more we should get more of it na more of these companies na omomra my name na emeboa ma adwuma enkoso because say youth no bebre na eni adwuma and now call magazine there are people who have the skills for 80 me a car I condemn crab but they're able to bring it to life. Maybe said those people if they get this opportunity say or money Toyota Enquire Juma or money Suzuki Enquire Juma they can perform creditably. And maybe say a step in the right direction.
Okay, may that's me feka or the many agents on this issue. Charles.
Yeah, lawyer. I think say good. Like you are saying, you know, say at least 6 out of 10 cars are Ubishia or Ghana, no, Toyota. Now, I think say it's not Ghana alone. Say my 2 kind kakra, my core Europe, at least about best 6 countries. But country be our bekosono. To say Toyota cars, no, yana nipa epe. Nti a good
US then also
yeah at least a better employment and African so osha bebre no omo import to Toyota cars I think government you know Ghana cry here I'm say institution GS no ne district assembly ya na Toyota cars no mo use say anya hwe kra no if the government institution no we are buying from that company e beboa ama yesika na ye kraka wa bruchi no at least import duty I'm say ye adwuma Ghana obi ani ho ye adwuma ba ko e ameta import car kakra beto but import duty no hwe sika e da so a sometimes wo the car be free bruchi wo de beba no sika wo de be kwa koyi kra na e wo soro chains kana wo de to car no e wa bruchi no ti yenya bi wo ha e beboa but the question is price no individuals ye betimi ato wahu and now can apaso safo edie but brand new cars no price aya edida ho no e say Ghana o man ka say ye see affordable house ye be see affordable house no awie no wonye sikani dada wuntimi nto nti ya o mo hwe na sa de no so emra form kakra say the be ya price no eba form a obi an ha ne ho say okwa import car because of COVID no freight charges no akosoro container ba ku bia free abrochire ba ska wo mo je no em say a good news e beboa ye make sure say ye bema ye ne Toyota for na kasa say at least e bia percentage bi wo ho a ese say ye hu say Ghana for say e bia be 20% of employers no e Ghanaian now as time goes on it shouldn't be assembling alone say niam no bi wo ho a in partnership with Apostle Joseph see betimi aye ne wo Ghana ha yenye because assembling they say machine nyina o maye wo abruchire ya ye do ya ye bibia nti Ghana no pass no na ye de bebubu nti ebi wo ho aye ne Ghana with our local materials na say be ya yenye na emma Africa ha emre yenim I don't think say
that's why the president said say you know president awo enter form you know Bako Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation, GISDEC. And it's I didn't say in the next maybe 5 years no iron ore e be process e wo high into steel then companies that you say can then fall on that na locally no yeah they use and I was sign no great another one geodec almost so bauxite almost so mine bauxite and also they make sure say you have the raw material continent so like
Ghana. I think make a point to be say I don't think say it came by chance and I see report to be by NHS say Ghana a second peaceful country in Africa. Until investors no more say ade nyina ba bi odisi ka no kono na message say face the country it is good but yeah you Ghana we shouldn't see Ghana as a hell. In fact, when you travel and you go to some African countries and even in Europe, said there are bad news outside there. In Ghana, comparatively,
let's also say good news about Ghana. Me say. Yenim paying free and I train como bright entry. My chief producer says and 1 week funeral celebration of the late Nana Awia Date. Tepa Sana Hene and senior lecturer English department Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology with frame and Tepa 1 week eba so Saturday we are ako support so bright Mr. Evans Afarijan Yabua CEO AG Foundation and also aspiring to be the Bono regional organizer is also watching us live in the Bono region. Okay, by regards to everybody, what say Nadaje Ashayin enyumbre wati enyumbre ya to adwen monso so much mo adwen mo ayentimi ankan mo messages ni nyina so no yeso mo fa enche ye bre no na ohwa akaka krabi na ayebia na ye sorry eye jumadi so a eno no na yenkai se ne yidi kan aka no security paramount as individuals. Now let's see how best I bet me away. Now committee na president a pound on so no. You just say bema committee no. And ye bia a bit me abom na no cray other day. Na just so far a drama in the way I would see a conducting and what come and ye may where the regional minister and I'm on to our two for opinion leaders and I'm on 2 or more 2 or come the youth no so ye make sure say young kwan yes ye yen science life be a beam na yen confirm branch and semen question crew for a dining crew for offices na na yen share security ya dey on the day Ghana ba ko pe ene ye wo no an e wo se hwe na ye bo ho ban se be ye beboa na ye susu ye timi adiye na oman na nkasa susu atimi adiye ye de mo ebesi ha medin e de Ohene Gyan ye beda ye new love Asamoah as ye beda Mr. Charles Feka and susu as the producers of the show ye da obi as Nyankopon ya duma na wo che se ne ye besen abesumo o punch dwuma die so e wo Kessben makramo